This is 101 here. Today we'll be looking at an update on Florence on the Atlantic, which is now officially back into a Category 1 hurricane at this time. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. This is Florence right now on the IR loop from Charcoal Tippet's website. We're getting some convection to try to come up pretty good convection, and it's between 70 and 80. So there's a pretty good convection, which that means that the thunderstorms are getting more active, they're going more higher in the atmosphere. That also means that the storm is gaining strength as well. So it is getting strength. So here we are in the hurricane center. As you can see here, it is now Category 1, 75 mile per hour winds. Millbars is at 984 and moving west at 6 miles per hour. So this is a very slow storm moving west. So this storm can have a good amount of time to gain strength. Okay, so here is the cone here. They did change this a little bit. They keep on moving it a little bit north for the cone, and seems like there will be hurricane winds in just about central North Carolina and South Carolina now at a Category 2. And I'm pretty sure Category 1 will, on the low end, will probably be in the North Carolina-Virginia state line. So this is Cat 2, Cat 4, and that's Cat 4 again. And Category 3 for these two as well. I won't be too surprised if they possibly upgrade this to Category 5 soon, just because it has a lot of time to gain strength and the waters are very warm there. You got temperatures in the upper 80s around there just off the coast. So let's go ahead and look at the wind speed probabilities. Yes, it has reached in the purple is just about into North Carolina for right now. As you can tell here, that the first level of green is really stretched out into Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Ohio, Kentucky, and back into Georgia. So they have really expanded this quite a bit. So that's a pretty big update from the Hurricane Center. In purple is 90 to 100%. So here's your graph down here, and you get pinpoint where your location is. Up there. Y'all could pause the video on that. Okay, let's look at hurricane wind probabilities. It's just about in that orange there. That light green's all the way up into Virginia. It's just like the same kind of graph. Won't be surprised this will go up to purple, at least for like around here for hurricanes. Alright, arrival times. So here we go on this map. So it seems like then it'll make landfall in late Wednesday night. That's what it looks like. Now, I don't know if I'll have a stream or not, because it'll be a school night for me, and it's going to be late in the night, so the live stream won't be going for a little bit too long on that. So, yes, I'll probably continue to live stream on a late day of probably on Thursday, wherever I have time, so school doesn't interrupt me with homework and all that stuff. Alright, so they haven't issued any watches or warnings yet. I'm pretty sure they'll issue a hurricane watch very soon here. And two other states just got into the same emergency, which is South Carolina and Virginia. They're all in the same emergency for right now, so gotta be prepared for that. I mean, this storm here doesn't have nowhere to go. It's just a ridge. It has to go around that ridge of high pressure here. And most likely it's going to go like this way. See my mouse? Kind of go up a little bit more that way into these 3 states here that's already in the state of emergency. So it's excuse me there. It's kind of hard to see where the track's going to be. Some models are taking it right out here. Some of them's taken here. One of them is taken like around in here. So it's kind of hard to predict for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the models here. Starting with the GFS model. There's Hurricane Florence at a Category 4 hurricane. As you can see here, it kind of stays out on the coast of North Carolina, and it does stay stationary for a little bit, and that's the big concern there. Just like yesterday, stays stationary, which is not a good thing. You get storm surge, possibly some major flooding as well on the coast. So we gotta hope that does not happen. So that was for the GFS. We'll go ahead and go into the Canadian model. This is one of the models that's been taking a little bit south recently than from the other ones. And now it's taking it more to the north, just like the GFS. That's really concerning there. And look out here, there's actually another system there that we're going to watch as well, just on the right side of the screen. So the Canadian model is really taking a way different track than it was earlier this morning, following the GFS. Alrighty, now let's go to the European model. So we're going to go ahead and skip it to, let's go to Wednesday at 12 p.m. Okay, that's a good starting point. So this is Category 4, 120 knots. That is about Category 4 strength. 122. Yep, that's Category 4 alright. Alright, let's go to midnight on Wednesday when it's just about to make landfall. 112 knots. Seems like most models are showing it's going to calm down a little bit before it gets on shore. Alright, here's landfall on Thursday. And this is going to be during when I'm at school, so sorry folks. 112 knots. And it starts to move a little bit more slower. That is more of Category 2 winds there. 95 or low end Cat 3. 12 p.m. This is more of our low end Cat 2, more strong Cat 1. 0, or I say midnight. Now it starts to go into tropical storm strength. 12 p.m. on Saturday, and now it's more for tropical depression. And it kind of stays that way, but it kind of gains back its strength a little bit, and that's very interesting. Very interesting. 1 p.m. on Sunday, it really sticks around. That's the issue. A good amount of models are showing being stationary, but we don't exactly know where it'll be stationary, and that's going to be now the big story for right now, if it's going to be stationary or not. Because if it's stationary over land, you're going to get some serious rain totals. I mean, possibly up to 20 inches of rain or more than that. Especially for Virginia as well. They can get a lot of rain, and there's mountains around there, valleys, all that stuff. You can get some serious flooding. So let's go ahead and look at the, not that one. Let's go to the next 10 days. Oh yeah, it has put in some more rain totals since the last time I saw it. No, it's actually a little less this time. I saw 21 inches from the European model earlier this morning, but it's now not showing that anymore. It's just under 20 inches of rain. We'll also go ahead and look on the other models, see what they say about rain. Not much rain. It's just off the coast of North North Carolina. You can see a good amount of rain. Could see up to 16 inches or maybe around 20 inches from there. As you can see here, it's now starting to update on the Canadian model. So I'm going to go into the GFS model and go down here. Alright, let's go ahead and go out 384 hours out. See if it can load. There you go. See, most of the rain stays off the coast except for a little bit of North Carolina, which you could see up to 20 inches. Or out in the sea, you could see about 3 feet of snow. I was supposed to say snow, but rain. 3 feet of rain. So this is very interesting to see. Just hopefully it does not stay stationary because that's the worst case scenario. Alrighty, let's go to my forecast here. Now, chances for getting hit by the storm, I took off one city and that was Burnsick because it's now not in the risk anymore because it's a Canadian model. So that sees out. I did add in a few more new cities, and that's on the right side. That's Fayetteville, Raleigh, Florence, funny, Charlotte, and Norfolk. So let's go ahead. I raised and dropped a couple percentages. The ones I've dropped was Savannah, Georgia, dropped down 27%. Now Charlotte, 65%. Myrtle Beach is at 75%. Jacksonville, North Carolina is at 80%. Savannah is down to 27%. Wilmington, North Carolina is at 80%. And that's the highest with Jacksonville as well. Fayetteville, North Carolina, 77. Raleigh, North Carolina, 71. Florence, South Carolina, 68. Charlotte, South Carolina, 62. And Norfolk, North Carolina is at 55. Now I'm going to show you my wind forecast. Here's the colors here. Tropical depression is in the blue. Tropical storms in the green. Cat 1 is in yellow. Cat 2 is in the orange. Cat 3 is in red. Cat 4 is in the dark red. And Cat 5 is more in the black and purple. So I dropped the percentage for Category 5 down to 70%. I might bring that up again. And the rest is at 100% chance. And let's go ahead and look at the wind forecast. As you can see here, I've changed it. I moved it a little bit more to the east. You can see here, I feel like I was a little too aggressive on the last one, so I kind of bring it down a little bit of how far out it will go because of how slow and stationary the storm will be. So it's a little bit more smaller. That Cat 5, it's going to be not for much people. It's just mainly going to be off the coast of North Carolina. It's just kind of what it seems. And tropical depressions stretch out into Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana a little bit, Kentucky, into Georgia. Tropical storm stretches out into Maryland, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Georgia. They are very compact, usually because they can die down quickly on land. So that's why they're so compact. If it was moving a little bit more quicker, then yeah, these here will be a little bit more spread out. So this is all I got for y'all guys today, for the most part. And let me give y'all a little lesson about hurricanes before I go. Okay, so if we go back to the GFS model here, that's not what I want. There we go. You know what, actually, I think it's in here, isn't it? No, that's not it. I'm looking for something here of ridges and all that stuff. No. Somewhere in here. Alright, where the heck is it? Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is what I was looking for here. As you can see here, there's a ridge right up here, and it's a pretty strong ridge here. But then, from the GFS model, it's showing that it will weaken and probably try to make its path to that trough that could come down from the Canada. So, what hurricanes want to go, they want to try to avoid ridges of high pressure. So, they want to go around them. This is what we're kind of focused on is the ridge. Is it going to be weak or is it going to be strong? If it's weak, it could go like the GFS. It could plow right through as it weakens. Or if it's a strong one, it can go through South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, up into Kentucky. Like that. And maybe Georgia as well. So it seems like a good amount of models are predicting it will be a little bit more weaker. So, yeah. That's why it kind of be stationary, because of the ridge that it's kind of go across. It's a little bit weak and it kind of does not know where to go. So that's pretty much it from this video. I'm sorry if it's a long video, because I need to give y'all a lot of information as I can, because this is going to be a major situation as it gets closer to Florence. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this update. If you never want to miss an upload, just hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload, and leave a like if you like the video, and leave a comment what you think about this video, and I'll see y'all in the next update. Goodbye.